Yo, 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 welcome back to another video. It's your boy, Corden, man. We back in here. Yes, sir. I got my phones over there charging. I just got one device plus this one tab. Let me just open that one tab. Since it's really not that much I can really do over here, because I forgot to charge my devices last night. I almost forgot to charge my phone, but I happened to get it right before I fell asleep. I got it on the charger and everything. Anyways, we going on recording, man. This is live reaction part one. We gonna do probably 10 of these videos. I'm gonna see if my other phone is at least 70% charged at reaction 4 or 5. But here we go. We reacting to this video first. I don't even know what it's called. It just caught my eye. Let's see. Okay, this is every shocking WWE wrestler return.
Hey Google, take a
I really
selfie.
thought they were gonna say every shocking return scheduled for Royal Rumble. It's okay, I'll do with this.
My Justice League will burn this earth down for me.
The 2023 has been a year of memorable returns in WWE, from surprise Royal Rumble entrants to WWE icons returning after 10 years away. 2023 has been a year like none other for comebacks and cameos. Join us now as we look at every wrestler who returned to WWE in 2023. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our website, WrestleMania.com.
Yeah, we had the Royal Rumble at the beginning of this year. Only thing anybody returned other than Ronda Rousey.
Number
There was
20,
really nobody for
Kairi
the men.
Sane. There have been rumors that Kairi
Okay,
Sane was
Kairi
returning
Sane.
to WWE for months, and at the Crown Jewel event, it finally happened. Sane would interfere
It was
in the
good.
Io Sky
It was a
vs.
nice
Bianca Belair
return. I was
match, and
happy when
Sane
she
has been
returned.
presented as a heel on SmackDown as a member of Damage Control. Number 19, Drew McIntyre. After an extended break, former WWE champion Drew McIntyre returned at the Money in the Bank event. McIntyre would confront
This don't
Gunther,
feel
which
like
would
a
eventually
return.
lead to a showdown between
I
the
don't
two at the
see
annual
this as a
SummerSlam
return.
event. Number
Only time
18,
I see it as
Shane
a return
McMahon.
is when they return to the
WrestleMania
company.
39 saw the
Shane
shocking
McMahon.
surprise return of the prodigal son, Shane
Yeah,
McMahon.
I'll say that was
McMahon would
one.
return to take on The Miz in an impromptu match. However, this wasn't a successful return for McMahon, as he tore his quad within seconds of getting physical. Whilst not the return McMahon or the fans wanted, McMahon is said to be on the mend, so hopefully we'll see him back on WWE TV at some point in 2024. Number 17,
Why not?
DX with Kurt Angle. A Raw 30
Really?
at the start of the year acted
Oh,
as
Raw
a
30.
celebration of
That
30
makes sense.
years of Raw, and the show featured various cameos. One notable cameo was from DX, and every member of the group was present. That was with the exception of Billy Gunn, who remains an AEW contracted talent.
I heard they tried to get
Kurt
him.
Angle, which was an odd choice, yet it worked well for the comedic segment. Ultimately, DX had a fun role on the show, and Triple H's interaction with Gunther was a definite highlight. Number 16, Hulk Hogan with Jimmy Hart. Speaking of Raw 30, the show began with Hulk Hogan welcoming fans to a special edition of Raw. Hogan was joined by longtime friend Jimmy Hart, and the segment was notable as Hogan was heavily booed by the fans in attendance. Number 15, Rob Van Dam.
I can
The
see why.
2023 WWE Draft featured a number of significant returns. Most of the returns came in the form of special guests who would announce draft picks, and these included names such as Molly Holly, Eric Bischoff, Teddy Long, and JBL. Yet the most newsworthy return was that of Rob Van Dam. The former WWE champion returned to a huge pop, and it was great to see the wrestling legend still so popular with the fans. Number
That is
14,
good.
Michelle McCool.
I see him in the
The
ring,
Royal
not that
Rumble
good.
always features surprise returns, and
He's
the
a lot slower.
2023 Women's Rumble was no exception.
At least
Former
when he was
Women's
in
champion
Impact
Michelle
Wrestling.
McCool would enter the match at number 25.
Oh yeah,
and
she
she
in there
lasted
through the ring,
almost 14 minutes. As always the case when
through
McCool
the
makes a return to the WWE
stands.
ring, her performance received widespread
The
praise,
crowd.
and there continues to be vocal calls to see McCool return for one final run. Number 13, Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green finally made a return to WWE at the 2023 Royal Rumble, and what a year Green has had. Green
Right.
returned to WWE with a fleshed out character, and this has assisted fans in truly connecting with her. Green has a prominent role on TV, and her caring character has been hilarious to witness. Green has predominantly been involved in the women's tag division, and hopefully in 2024, Green is pushed as a single star, as she's no doubt a strong contender for Ms. Money in the Bank. Number 12,
I can
Nia
see it.
Jax. But Chelsea Green wasn't the only WWE star to make a comeback in the Women's Royal Rumble, as Nia Jax made a surprise return in the number 30 position. Jax's return was notable as the WWE production team botched her entrance, meaning her music began to play before the countdown had even commenced. Jax would then make a full-time return to WWE towards the end of the year, and for the most part, head of WWE creative Triple H has presented the former women's champion very well. Number 11, Savio
I gotta
Vega.
say,
The
yes.
2023 Backlash event from Puerto
She-
Rico received
she ain't
critical
lost no
acclaim, and the
matches
fans in attendance
in
were some of
one-on-one
the liveliest
contests.
and
Doesn't seem
enthusiastic
like.
fans to ever attend a
They're not
WWE
like that.
Premium Live event. The highlight of the show was no doubt the Bad Bunny vs Damian Priest street fight, and the match featured a number of returns, including the WWE return of Savio Vega. Vega had returned in a backstage cameo earlier in the night, yet in the aforementioned match, Vega was involved in some physicality. It was really awesome to see. Number 10, Carlito.
Back to
Carlito
back.
also returned during the Bad Bunny vs Damian Priest matchup at Backlash, and Carlito received the biggest ovation
YouTube
Oh,
is the
wait.
new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Watch
Two.
all your favorite NFL teams' out-of-market Sunday afternoon games.
of his entire career. WWE were so impressed with the reaction that Carlito had that they signed him to a full-time WWE deal, and the Ruthless Aggression star would return later in the year to SmackDown. Number 9, Matt Riddle. It's been a difficult year for Matt Riddle. Riddle returned to WWE on the night following WrestleMania 39, yet Riddle struggled to find a meaningful place on the card. In September, Riddle would be released by WWE, officially ending his WWE tenure. It was reported that Riddle had burned through too many chances within the company, and WWE
Yeah,
felt like
if
they had no
anybody was
choice
gonna
but
be
to
let
let the
go, it was gonna be
talented
him.
star go.
And
Whilst
I
it
wasn't even mad at
understandable
it.
why WWE made the decision, it was a shame that
I didn't
fans
really
never
care
got
for
to see
Riddle.
the
He was
payoff
just
the
there.
beloved RK Bro tag team. Number
But yeah,
8,
Randy
Lita.
wasn't there, so he couldn't save
2023
him.
saw Lita have one more run on the main roster, and as expected, Lita's run lived up to expectations. She would join forces with Becky Lynch, and the duo would even win the women's tag team titles. In a memorable moment, Lita would also get to wrestle at WrestleMania, which was only the second time that the Hall of Famer had been given the opportunity to perform on the grandest stage of them all. Number 7, Trish Stratus.
I mean,
Fans were
gonna
excited when
take
it was
something
reported
real
that Trish
quick.
Stratus was returning to WWE for another run. She would start her latest run by joining forces with Lita and Becky Lynch, and soon this morphed into a singles run for Stratus as a heel. She would be joined by main roster newcomer Zoe Stark, and she would
Zoe
enter into a
Stark.
dream feud with Becky Lynch. Unfortunately, the feud struggled to click, and this was mainly down to awkward booking and WWE's bizarre presentation of both women. Thankfully, the payoff to the
forgot
feud
that
would
was this year.
virtually erase the disappointing aspects of the rivalry itself. Stratus and Lynch would collide in a steel cage match at the Payback event, and to say that this was a classic match would be an understatement, and there was a common consensus amongst fans that this was one of the greatest women's matches in WWE history. Number 6,
Yeah.
The Undertaker.
Trish Stratus is
Although The
hurt.
Undertaker is retired, he still
Thank
makes
you,
rare
Trish.
appearances on WWE TV. The Dead Man would appear at Raw 30, and he had a celebrated interaction with Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. This moment felt extra special, as it was seen by many as the Dead Man passing the torch to Wyatt. He would also appear on a special edition of NXT, and
looks
this
like
time
he
he
had
would
to
set
take
his
that
sights
torch
on
back.
Bron Breakker before endorsing Carmelo
Pass it
Hayes.
to-
Both
I don't know
of the
who he
Undertaker's
would pass it
appearances
to.
this year have been executed
Now.
to perfection, and this is exactly how an icon of wrestling such as The Undertaker should be used moving forward. Number 5, Cody
Maybe
Rhodes.
he passed it.
The 2023 Royal
Mm,
Rumble saw the
I
return
was gonna
of
say
Cody
Karrion
Rhodes.
Cross,
Rhodes
but
had been
Damian
out of
Priest
action
would
since Hell in a
be a
Cell the
great
prior
person
year
he
with a
could
serious
pass it
injury,
to.
but now Rhodes
Now
was
that I'm
back
thinking
and he was
about it,
ready to finish the story.
yeah,
He would proceed
Damian
to win
Priest
the
is
Rumble
him.
in main event night 2
Maybe
of
when
WrestleMania
Damian Priest
39
turns
against
heel,
Roman Reigns.
I mean
Although
turns
Rhodes would come
face,
up short in the match, he has very much become the face
Undertaker
of
passing
WWE
it to him.
since
Great,
returning.
that's
and
great.
is arguably one of the key reasons as to why the WWE product is flourishing. Number 4, The Rock. Due to The Rock being one of the busiest names in the world, he rarely has time to make WWE appearances. Yet when he does, it's always going to be memorable and iconic. On the 15th September 2023 edition of SmackDown, Pat McAfee returned to WWE, and this was one of McAfee's many returns throughout the year, yet this time he wasn't alone. He would be joined by the Great One himself, The Rock. The Rock received an earth-shattering ovation from the audience, and his segment with McAfee and Austin Theory was one of the highlights of WWE programming of 2023. The Rock would reflect on his WWE comeback on X by stating, I'm still completely blown away by this crowd reaction in Denver this past Friday night on SmackDown. My appearance was 100% surprise to everyone, and this crowd of 14,000 erupted with the roar of 100,000 strong. Top 5 loudest crowd reactions of my career, which I was like, holy shit, when I walked out. I'm so grateful and humbled by this. I never take it for granted, and coming home will always be sacred to me. Thank you, my guy Pat McAfee, the talented Austin Theory, WWE family backstage, Team Rock behind the scenes, everyone who joined us to go all in. But most importantly, thank you with all my love, gratitude, and respect to the people.
All in.
Our connection is real. Number 3,
Electrifying.
John Cena. The legend himself, John Cena, made 3 separate returns in 2023. He would return at the start of the year to begin his infamous program with Austin Theory, and later in the year, Cena would appear at the Money in the Bank event in London. And this saw Cena receive one of the most positive and sustained reactions of his decorated career. Cena's final run would come in September as he would embark on his longest stint in years. He would work 8 episodes of SmackDown as well as numerous premium live events, and in that time, he presented LA Knight as the next face of the company and even put over Solo Sikoa clean as a whistle at Crown Jewel. Number 2, Randy
I
Orton.
felt like he didn't want to
There
put
was some
over
concern that Randy
LA
Orton may
Knight.
never be able
And
to
I
wrestle
understand.
again.
LA
Orton
Knight,
suffered a
great.
serious career-threatening back
Absolute
injury in May
worst
of
superstar
2022,
I've
and it was
ever
only
met.
in late
I'm not gonna lie
2023
to
when
you.
reports surfaced that Orton was finally ready to get back in the squared circle. Orton returned at Survivor Series War Games, and he would be the final member of Team Rhodes on the babyface side of the match. He received a gigantic pop upon returning, and it was clear that the multi-time champion
I used
hadn't
to like
lost
LA.
a step.
But
Although
once he
Orton's
went up
injury was
against Roman
serious,
Reigns,
he was
I
telling
just
people that he has around 10 years
all the
left
hate
before he
came down.
plans on retiring. So it looks like Orton's injury scare isn't going to hold him back from finishing his career on his own
If he get away
terms.
from Roman Reigns, I
And
might
number
start
1,
to like him again.
CM Punk. Hell officially froze over at Survivor Series War Games.
Oh
CM
yeah.
Punk returned to WWE after almost a decade away, and this was a
This
return
had to
that
be number
nobody
1.
believed would ever happen. Punk left WWE back in 2014 in the worst circumstances imaginable, yet recent runs in AEW had made Punk reach out to WWE to come back into the fold. It said that Punk is truly happy to be in WWE and he's ready to do business. Although not every talent in the locker room is happy that Punk is
Well,
back,
fuck
it
Seth.
can't be denied that Punk is one of the most popular, albeit controversial names in WWE history, and no matter what he does during his second WWE run, it's gonna attract major attention. But there you have it, folks, every wrestler who returned to WWE in 2023.
Yo, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Y'all stay tuned.